Does what a spider can.
Marvel Tokon is very good, but it could be better. Here are a list of proposed changes to improve the game. Assemble counter, as it is right now, is far too strong. I believe it activates on frame 1, it costs assembly gauge but can be activated with 0 assembly gauge, making it effectively free, and it beats basically everything in the game. I even tried to throw it and it activated, so I think it needs toning down. This could be done one of 3 ways. Make it unavailable without meter, slower on startup, or, and I think honestly this is probably my favorite one out of all of them, if you whiff it, it should make you disassemble and to make people second guess throwing it out. Because yes, it is the game's universal DP of sorts, but how many EXDPs have you heard of that can be activated with 0 meter? Assemble Smash also needs toning down for very similar reasons to Assemble Counter. Frankly, none of the 3 versions should really be activated with no meter at all. This would actually make resource management much more important. Crossover. As of right now, from my understanding, this mechanic is far too risky to use. This does not have sufficient risk reward. Why? Because if the move is perfect parry, you will lose access not only to your assist, but also to your Assemble Smash and Assemble Counter, meaning by trying and failing to escape block pressure, you effectively lose access to the majority of the game's resources. In a short amount of time I was playing with C4 IQ, him performing perfect reflect on me was incentive enough not to even bother using it. I consider it to be far too risky. My solution? Push block, man. Push block. As it stands, this needs to be a stronger defensive mechanic in order to also allow the game to be even more aggressive and flexible in areas, especially neutral. So I think giving a push block or something close to that would be sufficient. If it needs to cost resources, so be it. The aggressor being rewarded, I don't think makes sense. And now the elephant in the room, assists. Generic strike assists, the big problems with them are actually twofold. Not only can they limit combo creativity, but they also make pressure and move safety appear a little bit brain dead. Because while some neutral assists would have the potential to be even more oppressive, broken, or safe, they would require different timing and spacing. With these assists, all the timing appears to be the same, but these moves still have value. So the solution should be to separate both neutral assists and generic strike assists as 2 separate inputs, whether it's a 2-button hold or whatever. But I do have to stress, if this is to happen, crossover needs to be improved great so players aren't pressured to death.